aliens are attacking. I don't know what they are, where they are, or what they want. Help. Hello and welcome back to White Line Medicine. Thank you so much for joining me here again as we go on another walk and learn about medicine together. All right, so we're kicking off a new series today, and we're going into the immune system and the immune response. Now, this is really important to understand because as we dive into the pathophysiology of different disease processes, if we don't understand the immune system and the immune response that's happening there, it's sometimes difficult to understand why the body's acting the way it does with these diseases and other things. So this plays a huge part in, again, how our bodies react, but also how we treat these patients and the responses to those medications and treatments and so forth. Now, the immune system is a very large and complex system, and honestly, there's a lot to it that we're not going to be able to cover in these videos. But my goal is to simplify all of this and make it cohesive so we can at least understand the base part of it and then go from there on applying it to different disease processes and so forth. All right, to start everything out, let's start out with an illustration. Now imagine you're on a walk with me here in these woods. It's a beautiful day out, temperature's great, sun's out, you can hear the birds chirping in the background. It's awesome. Now, I can't imagine this day getting any nicer. But then as we're on this walk, suddenly a loud noise erupts and you look up in the sky and there's a huge tear in the sky. Somehow the sky is completely ripped open, and from inside of this tear, suddenly strange creatures are pouring out everywhere. They're coming down and they're starting to kill and attack every single thing they see. That's pretty terrifying. Now, of course, you're no match for these massive, terrifying creatures, and you might not have any weapons on you, or even if you did, they're probably no match for these exact terrifying creatures. So what do next? You call for help, right? All right, so now let's dissect that scenario. Imagine that tear in the sky is actually your skin, and you just cut yourself. Now, all those terrifying alien creatures, those are actually bacteria and viruses flooding into the wound and so forth, coming into your body. And you're just a simple cell. You don't have the tools required to fight off all of these things. So when you call for help, that's exactly what happens with your simple cells, your epithelial cells, etc. When they see the bacteria, viruses come in, they see an injury happen, they call for help. They say, I need reinforcements, just like you would in this scenario. Now, if we take it a step further, we see the help coming in. That's like the initial reinforcements, the policemen and all of these, the SWAT team. These are all coming in to help with the initial wave, right? But eventually they might get overwhelmed, so they call for resources too. And soon the National Guard is here, the Army, everybody's here to help protect and kill off these invaders and then stop them from ever coming in again. But sometimes even that's not enough. And sometimes a few of those bacteria and viruses, they slip through the cracks, they slip through all the special defenses of the body, and they get inside and they start multiplying, they start wreaking havoc on the inside of the body. This is where the body deploys the special forces, right? And they come in and they're specially trained to fight off just these exact alien invaders. Because since the start of this invasion, the body's been prepping these special forces and saying, hey, look at those. If they get through, your job is going to be to go and attack and kill them. That's how the immune system works. Now we're going to break that down a lot more. Okay, so I know that's a real simple illustration, but it helps get the point across of what's happening within our body during an immune response. Our body has 3 different types of immune system layers, as it were. Our first is our physical, and this is like our skin. Our second is our innate, and these are the responses that just automatically attack anything that comes in the body that the body deems as bad. Lastly is our third, and that's our adaptive immunity. These are those special forces that are trained just for that type of bacteria to go in and fight that. Now, I'm going to make separate videos on each of these, as well as the different cells involved, organs, glands, etc. So make sure and stay tuned for all of that. And of course, make sure you are liking and subscribing so you don't miss a single thing. And if you want to learn about anything specific with the immune system, make sure to drop a comment right down below. All right, so thank you again for joining and learning with me here today at White Line Medicine.